you're a person who can turn up on time with a firm handshake, who is genuinely competent, who doesn't lie to anybody, you're going to be fine. You're never going to starve. You're always going to be able to make good money if you're a genuinely honest, hardworking person. I've never met a honest, hardworking person who will be there at 9 a.m. like you asked them to be, who completely fails. So I think a lot of people who are still out here failing, they have a bunch of excuses. And yeah, we talk about how hard it is, and it's true. But if you're genuinely about it, and you can find somebody with that star factor and align yourself to them, I think you can make money no matter who you are. I think you have to make God happy. God, let's imagine God as a man. If I'm a man and I have 10 people who work for me, or 10 children, my favorite one is to be the one who does the things that I know, or who acts in a way that I am happy with, right? So if I had 10 children and they're all acting different ways, my favorite one's gonna be the one that adheres to the rules and adheres to the tenets that I've set out. If I say you should act this way and you do act that way, then he's gonna be my favorite child. I'm God's favorite because I act true to God. And I act true to God because I know I'm genuinely a good person. I know I'm a good person. I know I live with a pure heart. The reason I'm God's favorite is because I'm out here doing exactly the things I said earlier in this stream. I wake up, I'm on time with a firm handshake. I stick to my word. I work hard. I give my best at everything I do. I'm honest. That's all it takes to be God's favorite. I just don't do bad shit to people who I love and care about. The most disgusting thing, the thing that God is most unhappy with, is treachery. Because treachery, the reason it is so frowned upon in the Bible and the Quran throughout all of history, traitors were hated the most and had the most heinous and disgusting punishments, is because treachery can't be stopped. I'm a big, dangerous man. If I see my enemy on the street, I'm going to know what's going to happen. I'm going to be ready for it. If Wallace decides to sideswipe me, I'm f***ed. Treachery will take out anybody. I sit here and look at every decision I make, and I genuinely sit and think I am being analyzed and I'm being watched by another power. Is this going to benefit me in the long run? That's why I don't do bad shit. So I'm God's favorite because I act in a way that God looks at me and he's proud of me. God looks at me and goes, I made men to be X, and Andrew's doing what he's supposed to do. Andrew's trying to become the strongest, richest, most important, most competent version of himself. He's trying to educate and inspire other men to do the exact same thing. I like Andrew. Look at this other man I made. He's a fat piece of shit. He's playing video games and smoking weed. I don't like his ass. That's why he's unlucky. I'm lucky. God loves me. If I got a car crash, which is never gonna happen, it's never happened in my life, there's no way God let me die. He'd be like, nah, not Tate. Come on, bro, get up. That's just how it is. Because I've done too much good. You're God's favorite because you decide to be. You have to show him that you're out here doing the things you're supposed to do. Did God create man for you to sit on your ass and be lazy? Did God create man for you to be weak? Is that why he made you? If you think it is, then you could sit there and suffer the consequence of being a lazy, being unlucky your entire life. But if you understand that that's not why he made you, that's not why you're here, so you have a duty, a masculine imperative to be the best possible version of yourself, then God's going to be happy with you. That's how it works. People decide to be honest. Nobody is destined to be anything they don't decide themselves to be. If you're truly uncomfortable with something, you can't exist there. When I was a pawn, I did my job to the best of my ability, but let's change it. When I was a brokey, I knew I was a brokey. Trust me, I knew very well I was a brokey. My life reflected it, as did my bank balance. But I was uncomfortable in it to a position where I couldn't sleep at night. I had sleepless nights just laying there thinking, how the fuck are people buying Ferraris? I can't pay rent. This doesn't make sense. I have to escape. I can't live this way. If you're genuinely uncomfortable, if I set you on fire, you're going to stand up. You're going to move. If I set you on fire and you're chilling, then you can't say that the fire's burning. The people who are broke, and they have been broke for years and years and years, and they're still sleeping in late playing video games, are comfortable enough being broke to stay broke. I couldn't be comfortable in that position. If you put me in a position, I'm so desperately uncomfortable. We can change it from money to something else. If I was morbidly obese, it wouldn't last long. I'm telling you now. With me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I'd be mad at myself. I'd be angry. I'd be self-conscious. I'd fix it. The person who's been morbidly obese for 10 years and goes, I'm trying, you ain't trying. You are very comfortable and very happy to be who you are.
Facts.
So anybody who's a pawn is comfortable and happy being a pawn. Otherwise, they wouldn't be one anymore. They'd at least have moved up. People say, I don't have motivation. I never had motivation. I had a burning desire to fix my life. I didn't need to wake up and get I didn't have to watch YouTube to want to make money. You have to look in the mirror and decide who you really are. When's the last time you've looked in the mirror, looked yourself in the eyes and say, am I really who I think I am? Am I really who I say I am, or am I full of shit? Am I repeating the shit I hear on YouTube and the things I hear in the rap movies? Am I really that guy? Am I really a gangster? If he really pointed a gun in my face, am I really going to tell him to get? Am I really a tough guy? What have I been through? How many times have I actually tested myself? Am I actually about it? You need to look in the mirror and understand who you truly are. Because if you're truly the man you think you are, you're going to become that guy. I say all the time about the best thing about being a man is you can build yourself to be whoever you want to be. When I didn't have shit, I knew I wanted to be a big, dangerous kickboxing guy with the fastest car, a big ass compound with armed guards. I knew what I wanted, and here it is. It doesn't matter what you do. I think if you're a child and you explain to your parents or all the people who love you or the people around you are trying to push you in a certain direction and say, look, I have a plan. This is what it is. I have a finite amount of time on the planet. I'm going to dedicate it towards X. I'm going to make sure this is successful. I'm going to do it right. And you show competence and you show that you genuinely give a shit and you're up before them and go to sleep after them. They're not going to hate on anything you do. I think a lot of the people are saying, oh, my parents are trying to suppress me. No, what your parents are trying to do is inspire you to do something because you're a lazy fuck. You're doing shit.
Let me tell you a secret of the universe. Negative energy is real and it's very, very sticky. If you hang around someone who's negative and talks about negative things and believes negative things and they say negative things, all the other negative energy in the universe hears this person and says, this person is susceptible to our fuckery. Let's attack him. They attract it. Me and my team, we only speak positively. I don't have negativity around me. If I'm around someone who's complaining, even about something small, I had a flat tire, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't let negativity around me. So just don't come at me with any kind of negative crap. I'm a positive guy. I live a positive life.